As with most TikTok star related content, whatever you see in this video, don't do it. Just don't. You're either gonna poison yourself, ruin your home appliances, or you know what, if you do it, maybe it was your time to go, really. You know what, that's gonna be my answer to this. If any of you do it, make sure to record it and tag me on Twitter. Hi internet, FPS Diesel here. For more words of wisdom like that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell as you watch this channel, because a percentage of you haven't subscribed. Still haven't checked. Whenever I check my analytics, I cry. Today we're talking about a TikTok chef, and no, it's not Gordon Ramsay, it's a woman by the name of Juliet. And all the white women are at it again, I would say, because Juliet isn't really a chef. In fact, calling her a TikTok chef would be an insult to people who make horrible recipes on TikTok.com. The cooking she does is what happens when you're like really drunk and you watch one of my old cooking videos and you go, I can do that, but I can do it better. That's the kind of cooking that Juliet does.
Hey guys, welcome back to another cooking video. Today I'm going to be making the best feta cheese pasta you have ever tasted in your life. And I'm going to be using grapes, my freaking favorite fruit. So I added a lot of seasoning to kind of spice it up a little bit, added a little grapevine, and wow, it came out so good. The grapes cooked perfectly and the sauce smelled so good. My mouth was literally watering. And wow, you guys, 10 out of 10 recommend this. You have to try it.
Now, as we all know, I'm not a chef, but I will say that looks like vomit on pasta. And you know, I looked up feta cheese pasta. Two things don't really look the same there. So after seeing a TikTok like that, you're probably wondering, Diesel, she's clearly clowning. Why are you talking about this lady? Yes, she is clearly clowning, but people are also hilariously ignorant, so I feel the need to at least say something. I really love the comments on TikTok because they're always so like passionate and enraged, more enraged than YouTube. It's really quite amazing. What about the starving kids? Shut up, you clown. Like you don't throw out your leftover Chinese food. Please. I swear, these people in the comments be chastising this woman like she never gave a sandwich to the homeless or something. Like, yeah, okay, you guys must do that like every weekend, right? Clearly. Anyway, Juliet is a clown, not because she does stupid cooking things, because apparently that's an entire genre on TikTok. No, Juliet is a clown because she thinks she will get permanent fame by doing stupid stuff now, when in reality, all she's gonna do is keep herself from ever getting into the Michelin star restaurant of her dreams. Everyone knows that if you get online and do something stupid, you get temporarily famous. It's not permanent, you know, it's really like the baser value of fame on the internet. And really, it's not like 2009 anymore. You can't just do a cinnamon challenge and blow up. Speaking of blow up though, Juliet is actually famous for a TikTok where she cooked a steak in the toaster. As in a steak, as in meat, like steak, like a steak. She put it in the toaster and cooked it with the toaster. You know, where you toast bread and you toast bread in the toaster, not steak. That's the point here. She left out the part of the recipe where you turn off the fire alarm and make sure that your landlord or neighbors don't smell the fire. In reality, Juliet is actually a big fan of the fire department. She really likes seeing her tax dollars wasted on her kitchen fires. Juliet doesn't use OnlyFans, she uses OnlyHose. So this TikTok that she did with the toaster steak went viral. Gordon Ramsay saw it. It ended up on how to cook that. It got pretty big. It was pretty intense, pretty crazy, as the kids would say. Now, because this pushed Juliet into some temporary fame, she had to talk about how she was a self-made cook. Much as I would like to call myself a self-made neurosurgeon, nobody wants to take me up on the offer for 2-for-1 free brain surgery. When I was little, I used to cook in my Easy Bake Oven, which inspired me to take my cooking skills to the next level. When you think about it that way, a toaster is like a specialized Easy Bake Oven. So I can't really say that she didn't take them to the next level. It's like a microwave, but easy. It makes sense to me. I can't disagree with this. I don't have a stove or oven, only a coffee maker, toaster, and hair straightener, she said. My boyfriend wanted steak for dinner, so I popped the steak in the toaster. Yo, somebody tell Juliet's boyfriend. I think Juliet might be trying to kill him. She's really going for the slow route. She's like, you know, I could poison him, or I could just let the parasite do the work. Juliet even claimed that the steak was, quote, cooked fully and amazing. I was surprised that it actually worked. Some people think the video is fake, but it's 100% real. I would recommend that more people cook with their toaster. If you couldn't tell I was being sarcastic earlier, don't cook with your toaster. Don't put a steak in a toaster. Don't do it. Unless you're planning on throwing out your toaster after. There's a whole video where they actually cook a steak in a toaster from how to cook that. Don't cook a steak in a toaster. My toaster did survive, she said. I just cooked shrimp yesterday in a toaster, and it grilled the shrimp to perfection. My boyfriend loved it. Juliet talks about her boyfriend like he goes to another high school in Canada. I really, he loved your toaster shrimp? First of all, that man has never experienced flavor in his life. Second of all, his woman's nuts. Third, don't be using the toaster you use to cook the steak with the shrimp. Don't do that. Unless your intention is to either die yourself or, you know, take him out. Or both of you guys, you know. So your name's Juliet. Is his name Romeo? Coincidence? I think not. So for the TLDR, you can technically cook a steak in the toaster, but it's more like a one-time affair. You know when you cook a steak and all the juices and water flows out and all the blood and stuff? Yeah, well, you know where that rests after it leaves the steak? Yeah, the bottom of the toaster, kind of like the crumbs from a bagel when you don't take off all the little bits that are on top of it. It's like that, except it can grow creatures and I don't know if you've ever experienced what it's like to open up food that has those kind of creatures in it, but it's a very unpleasant experience. So Gordon Ramsay, Ann Reardon, as I mentioned earlier, and another Michelin star chef known as Brad Carter said that you should treat ingredients with respect, which, you know, I can relate to that. You know, I go to the gym a lot. I treat the weights with respect. You know, it's a give and take kind of thing. You don't put the steak in a toaster, and a steak respects you with good flavor by cooking it in a pan. And this is coming from a guy who's deliberately made disaster cooking videos in the past. You really should, because, I mean, just for food safety in general, it's very important. Now, she's not the only person who's done this on TikTok. In fact, there's an entire genre of people on the internet who seem to be making, how do I put this, cursed recipes, if you will. One of these cursed recipes is titled Getty Spaghetti, and, you know, it involves very al dente pasta.
There in the center, we're gonna do one more. Hi-ya!
Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formuoli. I love myself a classic Italian dish, and ain't nothing more special, more classically Italian than Getty spaghetti. Actually, Getty is short for Gettysburg, because that dish looks like a massacre. Oh, and what makes Juliet really funny is how she just bold-faced lied in the Insider article. And you know, guys, this is why I'm very skeptical of these internet culture reporters, right? Because she's lied in this interview, just straight up lied. She said she doesn't have an oven, and wow, what's this in this TikTok? That's an oven. That's an oven on a stove. Yeah. I see. Almost like you could have found that out very fast. I don't know. I just love it when professional journalists don't catch obvious things. It's like all the great writers are either self-employed or dead. So if you're not one of those, you're not one of the good ones. Oh, Juliet also decided to do the hair straightener popcorn thing, which I'm sure you guys have seen way before her. And I mean, yeah, again, that's another thing where it's like it works, but it's super inefficient and not good. Same thing for bacon. Don't put that in a hair straightener.
A little bit of salt, not too much.
Okay.
Just a little.
So we had onion, tomatoes.
Oh, and cheese. Turning this on, and then I'm gonna use a little wooden stick right here. Can't be metal. Make sure you don't use a fork.
Yeah, you don't want to zap yourself.
Exactly. Pancake batter mix. Nice and slow.
Wow.
Yes. And turn it on. There.
Oh no. Oh no, not the Getty spaghetti lady. She fucking put eggs and pancakes in a toaster. Don't do that. Don't. What the hell is it with you people and toasters? You TikTokers got a problem with toasters? Okay, back in my day, we only used toasters for one thing. Okay, and let's move on.
See?
Oh, you're pouring into the baggies.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was just raw dogging it in the toaster for a second. I was a little worried for you, lady. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. You know, TikTok is just a very strange place with interesting content, and it honestly baffles my mind. Most of this stuff is deliberately made to inflame people in the comments, and you know, people are just very mindlessly browsing, so of course they're gonna be very offended at some horrendous dish that nobody's actually gonna eat. But the thing is with these dishes is that I hope at the end of the day, nobody eats them. But if they do, I'll be really impressed. And if any of you want to actually try out the Getty Spaghetti one, I would be very impressed. But I think the moral of the story at the end of the day is don't believe everything you see on the internet. There's actually a huge influx of these channels that produce a lot of hackneyed, dangerous, and sometimes ridiculous life hacks and tips and cooking stuff. So just be, you know, a little skeptical. It's kind of hard to fit a whole recipe in a TikTok, so you know, maybe just stick to going to websites to find your favorite recipes or something new to try out. Just saying. Anyway, guys, short one today. Busy with finals. So there's that. Alright, guys, take care.